Um, so if you want to be working in nonprofit, really you have to a couple things. You have to really truly have a passion for the work that you are doing, regardless of what it is. Like I have a passion for the youth development side of it, but I've worked with all the different types of nonprofits. Um, and you have to, you have to have a passion for what it is, because unfortunately, nonprofit is not, you know, not the most lucrative of fields. You're not going to be making the six-figure salaries potentially until you're like, you get up there and you're working with a larger organization. But even then, you're going to want that. One thing that I can tell you that is, as you go up higher in levels and working with different size organizations, I worked with the YMCA of Greater New York, which is a really large organization. It's a global organization with the YMCA, right? I've learned when you get up there, it's a little more corporate in their structure and less grassroots. So you have to keep that in mind. So when you're working with a larger nonprofit, it might change and might skew, and it might be more numbers driven. But if you're really more about the grassroots and the community work, working with a smaller to mid-level nonprofit might be where you want to be. In terms of things, and those are things that I wish I knew earlier on in my career, right? You want to make sure that one, while we do work for people of color, we do work for people, communities that are under-resourced, underfunded, communities that are low income. A lot of the times, unfortunate to say, some of these organizations, the top people do not reflect the people that they're working for. I dare you to look at any of the board members of some of the top nonprofits and take a look at where they went to school, what their how diverse their board is. You'll see that it's not. And it's one of those things that unfortunately you might have to be okay with. And one of the things that I'm actively working, and I know that there's a whole generation of us that's growing into this field that are actively looking to change that, to make sure that not only the leadership looks different, but that the board looks different. The way that we're asking for money is different, because we want to make sure that, again, the overall interest goes back to the communities.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magner Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.